Yeah, and so Roman, he looks like a total badass now with a beating, with beating McIntyre. But it doesn't hurt McIntyre because it was a lot of chicanery going on. And like I said, McIntyre did not get pinned or tapped out. He passed out. And at the top of the stage, Roman looked at Jey Uso, his cousin, his blood, and he hugged him. And Jay let him know, I got your back. And I think Roman believes him. And I'm happy for Roman building that bloodline, that Samoan dynasty. And I don't see nobody stopping Roman on SmackDown. The only person I ever seen stopping Roman that's on the active roster is McIntyre. And I believe if it wasn't for Jey Uso getting involved, McIntyre would have won. And I really believe that. But it doesn't hurt McIntyre. McIntyre's still a badass. And that's the great thing out of this. McIntyre looks strong. Roman looks strong. We got two great, strong champions. Drew McIntyre of Raw, Roman Reigns of SmackDown. So um, I'm really excited to know what how these next months are going to go, knowing that we're getting close to the Royal Rumble. But also, Drew McIntyre and Roman, I don't think they're done. We're going to see them fight a lot more down the line because they were electric when they got in the ring together. I really believe everybody got that alpha, omega, the yin, that yang. Roman's yin and yang, Roman's opponent is going to be McIntyre, and vice versa for McIntyre. His opponent is Roman Reigns. They're connected, and every time they get together, because they're two alphas, we're going to get something great between those two men, and that's just the bottom line on that. And the main part of the Survivor Series, and so is the Undertaker, and he got the main event which he deserved, and it was bittersweet saying goodbye to a legend like the Undertaker, because one thing about pro wrestling and the wrestling community compared to any other community, people who that like comics, people that like Disney and all that, the characters in the comics and in the Disneys and the stuff like that, they never they never age. Mickey Mouse will always be Mickey Mouse. But in wrestlers, you see your heroes age with you as you age. And it makes you look at your own mortality. Because everybody thinks the Undertaker going to be around, Stone Cold, The Rock, all these guys going to be around forever. And it's different in wrestling. Wrestling is comic bookish and it is fits in that genre, but we see the people, our heroes, change. Like I said, you could never change a Mickey Mouse, you could never change a Buzz Lightyear, but you see in wrestling, people change, and it hit hard today, and it was a good thing, and it was a celebration of greatness, and we seen a bunch of legends come back, which I love. We got the Godwin twins coming back out there with Midian and Phineas Godwin. That was just great. We got Ric Flair coming out there strutting, doing his thing. I love. We got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. We got Triple H coming out to show respect for the Undertaker. Oh man, we got Big Show. We got John Bradshaw, Layfield. We got Rikishi. We got Mick Foley, the man Undertaker threw off the Hell in the Cell to come out. And you see these legends up here getting older, and it just hits growing up as a kid watching these as your heroes get old, and they all stand in the ring together. It was just a sight. It was just a sight to see. Jeff Hardy came out there with the cool painted Undertaker face makeup, and without Undertaker, Jeff Hardy would have never been taken serious as a single star. So I was happy to see Jeff out there because it was his match with the Undertaker that really put him on the map of not just being a spot monkey, but being a wrestler. And that's what Undertaker did for Jeff. So that was just a great thing to see out there. The screen goes black. We get a great montage of Undertaker's career. Shane McMahon talking about his injuries, how he never stopped, how he always went through the curtain, how he was always the Undertaker, how he never broke character, no matter who was there. If it was 10,000 fans, if it was 10 fans, he was going to do his best to put it on. And that's why wrestling fans, we hold him such on a top level of respect because he's the Undertaker, and we're always going to see him that way. And he's our guy. He's our guy. He's the guy that stood the test of the time. And then we got Vince McMahon